everybody, and welcome back to Colouring with Amy. I thought I'd do a series of videos looking at my Johanna Basford books. These are the ones I've got most of in my collection, and go through all my completed pages. I think the first Johanna Basford book I ever coloured was Lost Ocean. I think that was way back in 2015. Things have come on a lot since then. But this book, Inky and the Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, is the one that I have all of the pictures, I think, pretty much completed in the book. There's just one or two bits I still got to do. So let's crack on. This is a front cover. I've pretty much finished this. I've got a few little extra bits I want to do. I've only done the front cover. I haven't coloured the back. Then the inner sleeve, I've still got a little bit more to do, but we're getting there. And then this is the title page. So this book is all, I decided to do all fine liners, and I think that's because at the time I hadn't really got into pencils. I haven't done this one. Oops. This is the book belongs to page. Oh, I hadn't found any pencils that I liked or could give me the vibrancy of fine liners. So I decided to do all this book in fine liners. So this is Ivy, and I decided to go for a blonde Ivy, and I've seen several different versions of Ivy. And I wanted consistency of Ivy throughout the book, so you'll see her as blonde all the way through with a pink dress and purple tights. It's the cake page, very fun page. My process for this book was that I did all of the main pictures first, and then I went back and did all of the backgrounds. And the backgrounds are a mixture of medias, pastels, gelatos, ink tints, Staedtler Norris aquarelle, that kind of thing. I'll show you those when they come in. I also started using glitter and things like that. So this is the, I can't remember what they're called, the Room of Secrets or the Rooms of Wonder. This page is a mess. I do not like the wallpaper. Wish I had never done it. And this is such an overwhelming page because there's so many objects to colour. And there's bits of it I like. I don't know if you can see the gold on the desk. And that's the other side to that page. But there's so much, so much to this page. Then this is the mirror. And I put some silver gel pen on that. And then I wanted a green to match the kind of darky green next to the gel pen. And so this is pastel in the background. I sprayed the fixative, and then the fine liners from the page underneath came through. So that was a bit of a learning curve, but you do learn when you do these things and mix media. Then this is a page with gelatos, and I used them wet. And there you can see the sparkles of them. So I think ones I have are the iridescent set. But don't really like the way that one turned out, but I'm much better with gelatos dry, I think, rather than wet. And my butterfly is rainbow or multicoloured all the way through. Then this round here is pastels. I like how this page turned out, actually. And more pastels there. You may notice a theme. I love pink and purple. And you may notice that's a theme as we go through. I love this keyhole page. It seems as though you're going to step into a secret world, which is exactly what the book, which the story is about. And I love the vibrancy of this one. You can see the shimmer from the gel pens as well. Then these flower pages, so overwhelming because the flowers are just so big. But you can see here where I was beginning to experiment with fine liners and mixing the colours rather than block colouring, especially on here. And this is where I've used ink tints for the first time, all around the kind of border, and then these dots are green, dark green fine liner. It's one of my favourite pages, this one. And then these leaves are actually dark green rather than black. And these pages are so overwhelming, so many big flowers, lots of flowers, and so it's ink tints, I think, for the green, pastel on the sky. But gosh, yeah, this took me such a long time to do. And then it's my multicoloured butterfly. Then this was another one of those pages that was just overwhelming, so many bits to colour. And I hadn't quite decided on my wallpaper colour, but there's my ivy, blonde ivy again. Lots of gel pen on that one. I think this was the first page I coloured in the book. And you can tell, because there's a lot of block colouring, just one tone. Whereas later on, I do start, like I said, I have experimented a bit. This is a Sweet Pea page. I did this quite late on. And there's ink tents here and around the flowers. And the same here, ink tents here. And a bee, I like the bee, it's a bit shimmery. This is one of my favourite pages, pink and blue, pastel here. And then I just went a bit crazy with pink and blue on this page, but that's one of my favourite pages. There's so many pages in this book, which are just such incredible images to colour. Another favourite page, I quite like the way I did the glass here. I was learning how to do that. Pastel in the background, like the dandelions, and my sparkly bee again. Yeah, another lovely page. These are two of my favourite pages. I love the archways, and it's just so colourful. Yeah, I'm really happy with those two. It's a double page anyway. Yeah, this is ink tents, I think, or Stella Norris and some Posca pen and gel pens. Oh, I love this page. This is just like a blur of her thoughts, and I thought they were all rainbow. Lots of gel pen used on that. You can see the sparkle, and then her hair's yellows as well, the yellows there. Then this is the mouse for the first time. I did a grey mouse with pink ears. Yeah, another lovely double page. Yeah, this is one of my favourites as well. Just love the way it all arches around the text. And this is pink. So as you see, purple and pink is one of my favourite combinations. Then this, the background is all dots. I don't know if you can see, but they're all different colour dots. It took me ages to do. But as you can see, there's my pink and purple background. So this is ink tents with white Posca. Lots of gel pen. One of my favourites. Love this. This is ink tents in the background. One of my favourite images. One of the first ones I coloured, I think. And then I tried to do the same with the heron, and it just did not work at all. But it's fine. You live and learn, like I said. This took ages to do, and I couldn't decide on the colour of the beach house for a very long time. But we got there in the end. But I was experimenting with clouds in this as well. I made a stencil and used, I think it's pastel in the background. Another epic image. Then this is the first time I'd used Posca pen in the background to make it all black. And a very gel penny mirror. I got through so many gel pens in this book. Now this page is all gel pen for the kind of goblets in the treasure chest. And it's actually a fine line of black in the background. But yeah, I really like the way this one's turned out. It really stands out as a double page. This one, I completely and totally messed up. I liked the image. Before I put the background in, I tried Distress ink for the first time and I just didn't have a clue. So my lesson there is I need to practice with these things before I actually go and ruin my books. But it's fine, you know, you live and learn. Love this. This looks like a stained glass window and you can see all the sparkly gel pen. Love it. This one I didn't do very much to, but it just ties in very nicely with the page next to it. And jewels, this page I left till last because I just didn't know how to tackle these jewels. But I think they turned out okay. And then this is Mika, the little magpie, who I think is so cute. And this page, again, was very much like the Rooms of Wonder. Epic, overwhelming. I just did a bit at a time and kept coming back to it. And I think the background is Bambino crayon, which I think is Bambino, if you don't know, it's a clay crayon, but they're great for blending. They lay down lovely and they've got really good pigment. Yeah, I like that one then. Then to think this background is Neocolor too. I think this is the first time I used them. But yeah, I really like the way that one's turned out. I got a lot of inspiration for my backgrounds from Pinterest. Love this page. It's ink tents in the background. My daughter actually chose the picture, the colour of the castle and the dragon for this page. Yeah, it's just such a lovely double spread. This first time we see the compass. Like the colours I chose for that. And then the little mushroom houses. And I was having a go with a galaxy background at the top with ink tents. These are my little fairies. This was one of the first images I actually coloured in this book. Absolutely just love them. And then my honey pot on my bread there. That's with Inktense in the background. I've seen this page done so many times, but I just saw rainbows when I saw it in yellow and sparkle. So that's one of my favourite pages as well. This one I did fairly early on, and then the background I did with Distress Inks, and I used a stencil here with Distress Inks. I think it came out quite nicely, and then some iridescent medium over the stars, which I don't know if you can just about pick it up. But that's that. It's quite a nice double spread. Yeah, this one again was an epic colour. Lots of leaves, lots of flowers. Not really sure how to colour it, but I think the background for me is what absolutely made it in the end. Absolutely just fell in love with it. It's Inktense, Posca pen. I think it just, one of my favourite double spreads. This one, yeah, I like the background for this, but some of the fine liner ran. I think it just looks a little bit different. Love this page. Love the dragons, they're so cute, and I like the red. And it's just so vibrant. One of my favourite pages and one of the first ones I coloured in this book as well. Yeah. Dragons, I remember colouring this with my daughter. She wanted rainbow. I don't even know what they're called, those things. What are they called? I don't know. Anyway, they've got rainbow wings in my head, in my story. Yeah, it's a nice double page. I like the green. So many leaves with this one again. What's that one? Oh, this one's lovely. I like the clouds and the balloon and the castle. I like the way that one turned out. And then my bee. It's got iridescent medium Winter and Newton on the back to make it all shiny. Then I think we've got the bee page afterwards. So all my bees have got rainbow wings. And then I used a honeycomb stencil in the background, and then I went a bit crazy with Distress Ink again and messed it up, but hey ho. That's the double spread for that one. Then these remind me of comic books, and I think this was a mixture of fine liners and gel pen. This one's looks like all gel pen. This is one of my favourite double spreads as well, and again the background was similar to that of the feast page, but I really like the way that turned out. I love the fact that I use yellow and oranges. I tend to use pink and reds and purples for flowers, so it was a bit out of my comfort zone doing it that way. And I love the owl. The owl is so cute. I messed this page up. I wanted it to be much more magical than it actually is, and I think using pastels was probably not the way to go. If I did it again, I'd probably use Neocolor 2 next time. But it is meant to be in a tunnel, so I guess, it's pretty dark. But not my favourite, not my best. Love the chandeliers. I got better at jewels here. And it just looks really, really blingy. And then I used the stencil to go around the text there. This page was completely inspired by something I saw on Pinterest, and the background is actually pencil. And I just wanted a stone wall. There was no getting away from it. But this page again, the jewels were just a slog. This was purple and looks quite good down here, but it was so difficult. But we got there and we finished it. It looks quite regal. So yeah, that's that one. There's my dragons eating his steak. And then, yeah, Inktense in the background again. And then look, pink and purple again. A very, very limited colour palette on that page. And then this is where she falls in the goblet. And this is actually a stencil with Distress Ink, and I use baby wipes to get the white effect in the background. Then this I just saw as a rainbow butterfly. Just such a vibrant page. Love it. Great double spread. More dragons and black butterflies this time. Blue background. Pastel background, that one. One of the first ones I did. And then this is another one with Distress Ink and stencils. Quite like the way that one turned out. It's quite pretty. Then, very, very simple. Didn't want to do much on this page. Got some iridescent medium around the loops and on the stars. And just rainbow again. Love these. So vibrant. Black butterflies. Just, the images in this book are so amazing. And this is the first time you really see ivy. Yeah. Just amazing. I think I don't have much battery left. This is a comic book spread again. All fine liners. Amazing. Then I wanted autumnal leaves at the end. My dragon. Another comic book spread. Love the monsters in this. So fun. So fun to do. Then there she is, saying goodbye to Enchantio again. This ink tents in the background. And my butterflies, very colourful. Lots of gel pen and sparkle. Yeah, my last couple of images. And I saw this on Pinterest as well and I loved it. Just makes it look really fun, I think, in the background. Oh gosh, these 2 pages were epic as well. Lots of gel. I don't like the way this one turned out particularly, but it's all right. And then the end. Oh, I used the test page quite a lot. So that's it. That's my Ivy. So the next one, I'll probably start with my Lost Ocean for my next part 2 of the series. So thanks very much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.